win attempt?
No, that is it. And there goes Norbert with the fatality.
The champion has been
eliminated!
knocked
We're going to see a new champion! Oh, Aiden Cordova is moving on!
Aiden moves on. What a
He's eliminated Norbert Vale!
And we have just begun.
Oh, and a nice head kick. Is Jenner gonna move on?
Yes,
and
he
he
is.
does!
Yes, he is.
Brandon
with the win.
Brandon! What?
He knocked out the champ. That's
What?
wow.
For Mortal Kombat's very own Rich Divizio!
Undisputed Bloody Wars Championship.
Oh, look at that. And look at that slamming. That's literally.
The 60-hit comp.
But because of the fact that you eliminated Michelle in the Tekken 3 tournament, I have to avenge her L. So guess what? Don't take this ass kicking personally.
Sleeping on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, he's not
Oh,
sleeping on
he
it.
doesn't!
Yep, not
Steven Lucas
definitely not
is
sleeping
moving
on it.
on!
Gotta give it up to Michelle, though. For real.
Steven!
I do.
It is all over!
The return
Norbert
of
Vale
Norbert Vale,
is your
the
two-time
champion!
Bloody Wars champion! Bloody Wars Nation! This is JP Pitts, your host of the Bloody Wars Tournament, and welcome to another episode of the Bloodcast. Today is episode number 8. How do you guys like my entrance? That was pretty unique, right? Today, we've got a jammed-packed episode for you today. Oh, we're having issues. Problems again and more problems from Steven. What kind of problems are we having? Uh-oh. That's something we got to look into, folks. But I think we're fine for now, I guess. Like I said, folks, today is episode number 8. If you guys can hear me fine, if you guys can see me good, we're in the clear. Whatever, it's fine. Like I said, first things first, huge congratulations to Aiden Cordova. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. On Wednesday, last week of Wednesday, Aiden Cordova officially graduated from John F. Kennedy High School. Not only did he get the honor roll, but he's also heading to UIC after the summer. So huge congratulations to Aiden Cordova. Congratulations. Here are some pictures, folks. Look at it. That's Devin and Aiden, his father. He's even got the rope showing that he's an honor roll student. Way to go, Aiden. Congratulations, man. And we look forward to seeing what you're going to be doing in the future. Moving on, this past Saturday night, we had some legendary visitors at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Jeff Lee, the creator of Cuber, and Matt Householder, the creator of Kroll, stopped by. We had a fantastic interview with we had a fantastic live stream interview with Doc from that time, a meet and greet, and even some new autographs, some new signatures. I think Jeff Lee even got himself a new booklet of Cuber and his journey to creating the one game that everyone knows today. So it was nice seeing Jeff Lee when I did. He's a really great guy. Sorry I missed him on Saturday, but if next time you're around, Jeff, I will be there for sure. But every time there's a legendary legend in the house of Galloping Ghosts, it's always a great time seeing the man. So hope you're doing well, Jeff and Matthew. Good seeing you guys from that time. In other news, we had a surprising return on Monday. Galloping Ghosts regular Bulldog, folks. That's right. Bulldog made his return to the arcade on Monday. That was last Monday that we've had. Bulldog, we hope you're doing well, my friend, and we can't wait to see you back in the arcade often. And I hope you come back more often, because I know what you're going through, and I know you've been reaching out to me, and I know you've been trying to get in contact with me. Whatever you need, my friend, I'm always here for you. So is the community. So we hope you're doing well. I'm glad you made it out here. Moving on, folks. Huge thanks, and I got to give a huge shout-outs to Scott Lambert and the Underground Retrocade for helping us out by passing out flyers for the upcoming Bloody Wars tournament. If you want to show your support, stop by the Underground Retrocade and West Dundee. They're open from 12 p.m. through 11 on Sundays and 5 p.m. through 11 every day for just $20. Thanks again, Scott. And I know that one of the huge regulars from over there is Jamie Tippett's, Mossy's, who else? Even our new interviewer, Catherine's mostly over there. So it's a nice place. Check it out. I've been there one point. It's really good. Moving on to our events, folks. Buckle up, folks, because we're getting close already. The Bloody Wars tournament. Oh, wrong slide. The Bloody Wars tournament. Well, I even forgot I put this presentation up. So, before we get into the Bloody Wars tournament of the event, I gotta break something down to you folks. You see, as a Bloody Wars nation, our goal is to dominate and to take over as much as we can into the arcade. Me and Damian Cordova are on a mission to take down business. We've already got, I don't even know if Damian's going to want me to mention the name of the game, but he's going for a hardcore game. I'm doing that as well. And I gotta mention this because I didn't write this down in my script, but I feel like I should mention this. I'm the type of person that doesn't go down without a fight. This week was supposed to be my week. I'm not sure what the future holds up for me, but I can damn assure you that I'm going to get the top score for the game that I've been working on for 5 whole damn years. This is a mission that I've been trying to take over for a very long time. And unfortunately, that was taken away from me. But fear not, I don't back down easily. Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. Shout out to Brandon Diaz. He was a tough opponent. Power Stone. from Twin Galaxies, the man that likes to brag that he has 2 nuts all the way at the United Kingdom. And now we've got another dude that visited to the arcade not too long ago. Make no mistake, if I were to go for something, if I put anything, if I want to go for anything, I make that happen. So this is a fair warning to this individual for the score that I'm coming after for. This is not over. Today, I put in a score for that particular game. It didn't work out into my favor, but I can assure you it won't be my last run. Let that be known. Anyways, Bloody Wars Nation all the way. That's our thing. If you're a team Bloody War, you already know what we got to do. We got to take over all the obstacles that are coming towards our way. We got to fight and fight hard and fight with pride and make it and let it be known that we are hunting for blood. It is not over. Let that be known. Moving on. Next week, the Bloody Wars tournament. In 10 days, folks. Literally 10 more days. Super Dragon Ball Z will be on the floor. Oh my God. I cannot wait for this event. We've literally got so much on the plate. We've already got people promoting it. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So huge thanks to everyone that's spreading the word about the Bloody Wars tournament. And huge thanks to everyone that's, keeping in touch with me about the events, asking me questions about it. It's always helpful and it's always appreciated. Before the main event, folks, don't forget the Bloody Wars tournament pre-show will start at 1 p.m. on June 23rd. That's when Catherine Bosey will be making her debut in the Bloody Wars tournament for interviewing, as I've heard. I don't know if she's participating. Now, for scores, I am a hot mess today. For prizes, we've got the cash prize for top 3 contestants. Funko Pops for top 3 contenders. The first place winner of the Bloody Wars tournament will not only receive the Bloody Wars interim championship belt, that person will also receive the Akira Toriyama memorial sketch of Goku. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a once-in-a-lifetime piece. $15 for a once-in-a-lifetime piece. You gotta sign up. You literally have nothing to lose. Sign up and get your hands on this, because there's only one out there, I believe. Limited edition. That's all you need to know. And for those who are wondering, excuse me, I already mentioned that. So the first place winner of Super Dragon Ball Z will have the interim belt. And that interim championship belt will lead that member to go head-to-head with GGA Shady for the undisputed Bloody Wars Championship. 2 out of 3 games that's going to determine who's going to be the winner. What's best about the pre-show is that we're going to be revealing the new undisputed Bloody Wars Championship belt. It's going to be an awesome pre-show. And to those that are watching at home or that are planning to watch the pre-show stream at home, you're going to be missing out. Let me just say that real quick. So, like I said, folks, that's going to be going down. And then after that event, we've got part 2 of Power Stone 1 coming up after that event. And what's good about this is it's the date is not official yet, but it's going to be somewhere around late July. Either, I'm thinking maybe around the 20s or the 10s. I'm not sure. But we're going to figure out a date for you guys, and we'll keep you posted. With that said, speaking of the events, we had an event last week. Let's recap last week's Bloodcast. That's right, folks. Our last week's Bloodcast was episode number 7, and it was with Aiden Cordova at the time. Wait. Let me rephrase. It was first Aiden Cordova. And then there was Steven Lucas. And then for some reason it was Damien. And then out of nowhere, it was the entire fucking roster. There was definitely improv. There was definitely improv in there for sure. But regardless, everyone enjoyed the podcast and everyone loved it. They loved it. If you guys missed out on that event, please make sure to watch that event from last week into our YouTube channel. But now, for this week, we have a very special guest on board who just got off of work to join us. He is a Galloping Ghost regular, holds a few world records in his name, and is an awesome guy to hang out with at the arcade. And for some reason, he's got a fetish for a bond between myself and Tetris for some reason. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your number 12 ranked contender for the Bloody Wars tournament, Jose Velazques. Jose. Oh, we caught him sleeping. I guess I bored him. Did I board you, Jose? Jose.
What's going on?
Did we catch you sleeping?
Yes, I was sleeping.
You scared me for a minute, dude. I thought there was something wrong. I'm like, should we call someone? We're gonna freak out on the stream.
Sorry, Josh.
No, you're good, my friend. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining me.
Pretty well so far. I just got off of work. Basically working more than just playing games. Rarely, I just with the brief exception of SpongeBob, I've been busy more, and the only time I game is going to the Galloping Ghost.
Sure. So I mean, no, I get it. I mean, there's times where people come out and they work first thing and they want to get to the arcade and play some games. I could totally understand that. I get it. So, well, I hope you didn't work outside today because today was pretty bad. It was like in its 90s. I was scared.
Yeah. Today is a pretty 90s outside, and I mean the weekends. I think the weekends is about to be a little bit cooler, but currently the weekend is like 90 degrees, and tomorrow there's gonna be definitely a storm coming by.
For sure. I can totally understand. Well, thank you, Jose, for agreeing to do this podcast for this week. It's always awesome to see you around the arcade and always hanging out with you. And, You've been one of our huge supporters and one of our longest contenders. So we appreciate that. Tune in now into the stream. Tune in into the stream chat now. We've already got Steven Lucas, former Galloping Ghost Gamer of the Year, Damien Cordova, your 10th ranked contender, and Hater Shack in there as well. What's going on, Hater Shack? Just going through the. Yeah. Do you want to say hi to them?
Hello to all of them.
Yeah. There you go. And, because you're one of our longest guys that has been coming to Bloody Wars, I want to raise my glass to you, Jose. Cheers. Salute.
Yeah, I don't drink, but hey, cheers.
To what? Yeah. Stay hydrated, my friend. All right. Well, now that you're here, I guess we could talk about your gaming and what has gotten you to come into Galloping Ghost and play some games. You were on a hot streak when you first had one of your first world records. If I'm not mistaken, maybe if it's was it Firefox?
Ghost Squad?
Oh, that was
Ghost Squad, actually.
Ghost Squad. Oh yeah, Ghost Squad was your first world record that you pulled. What was that like? Did you like the game, or what was your experience on that?
I like the game. It's a arcade shoot 'em up. But I was actually and I mean it was fun for a while, but until eventually when I started to get serious about putting a world record, I really put hours and hours of crunch into it. Just having to stand up and holding the plastic gun, and as well as trying to fight the the aiming sensors, which is a bit off. It could be a bit of a challenge, but once I got that world record, it felt very good.
Yeah, it sounds like you were based off of the way you played the game. It sounded like you were, a real master at the game. Do you still have the record right now?
No, I don't. I lost that world record to another person by the name of Gerald. Gerald is his first name, I believe. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but it's a guy named Gerald. He's got the world record.
He comes in with go ahead.
Yeah, he edged out a bit of me. He did edge out a bit. I believe 100,000 points more, or actually just a couple 10,000, 50,000 points more than me, but which is a little bit farther than me, but I could still try to attain it back. But it all depends how I feel. If I'm in the mood for it.
I'm pretty sure if it's a game that you're familiar with, and if it's a game that you've been working hard for a long time, I think we can see some good towards that. For example,
the thing is, there's so many world record. There's so many other players who scored better than me that it's impossible to get a world record or to score that's a lot higher with a lot of skills.
For sure.
Yeah. But I just put in the score in, and that's all.
Well, that's cool. So, and then one of those scores, what really caught my eye was the house high for Firefox. No, that really impressed me, and I know it's a huge game that people played back in the day, and it was the 900th Monday Mystery game. So I think you still have the house high for it, right?
Yeah, I still have the house high for Firefox. I think the difficulty setting on it has changed, which makes it a lot harder. But yeah, I still have the world record. No, not the world record. The house record. The world record is held by somebody else. I believe David Palmer. I believe that from Twin Galaxies. He's got the world record. I just got the house record.
So what do you? So Do you ever recall what the world record is? Because I could probably pull it up if you don't remember. Because if none of us remember what it is,
Yeah,
no, you
yeah,
don't.
I don't remember. Yeah, but all I know is David Palmer has the world record from Twin Galaxies from I believe years ago, and
Sure.
for the game for that is that the tipping point to get a high score on that is basically you have to shoot the detectors very fast, and if you don't shoot the detectors that fast, you get spotted, and then you have to fight like dodge missiles and everything, which gives you lower points. You know, if you manage to get all the spotters, you get bigger points, like the bonus points.
Oh, that's good to know. So, according to Twin Galaxies, David Palmer received the score. Shush. David Palmer received the world record for Firefox with 712,157. So, does that sound like a game, or does that sound like a score that would be up your alley?
Well, that's well, I'm not sure. It all depends of how many detectors you get if you're fast enough, and and regarding if the game is working or not, in terms of if you don't break it. But from what I saw on YouTube, Firefox is actually a very short game, so it would be impossible to, in my opinion, to get all the detectors further along in the game, especially when it gets a lot faster.
Sure. Okay. So, it sounds like you know a lot about Firefox more than anybody that's ever played it. So you've got a huge advantage right there. So, um,
hmm Yeah, but like I said, if there's any player who wants to challenge me to Firefox, then go right ahead. And I wouldn't care the slightest.
I'm getting backfired right now because someone's replaying the moment where I said Twin Galaxies. So Twin Galaxies. I made an oopsie right there with my words. But anyways, so coming into the arcade, we've got new people coming into the arcade. We've had, you know, uh, anyone that's coming into the arcade, they're always welcome. And recently, there was a man named James Gonzalez. He came in from, I believe, Idaho. Have you met the man yet?
Yeah, he seems like a very nice guy. He seems calm. He's cool and everything. And the only men, I only briefly met. We had a brief chat in here and there, but I haven't fully met. I haven't fully talked to him for in full. But when I do talk to him, he's actually pretty chill from what I saw in person. We play some games like Street Fighter 2, and that's it before I head out home. That's how I recall.
No, I hear you. Um, so you're like I said, you're coming in hard with these games, and then James, he is as well. Um, he just made a visit for this week. Um, but it's not only scores that you're going after for the arcade; it's Bloody Wars as well, and you've been one of our longest contenders. I believe your the event that you made your debut on was the January 7th event, 2023, episode number 2. And you actually went all the way through towards the grand finals against Norbert Vale. So you have some experience in fighting games. That's what it sounds like. Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah, I have some experience from fighting games. like I said when my interview with Steven Lucas, the only fighting games I've ever been exposed of, as far as I know, is Street Fighter 4 on PS3. And I've been playing a little bit of fighting games here and there, but I'm not an expert to say the least. I'm fairly decent, but not decent enough to to get my ass kicked by a bunch of expert players. But I'm fairly decent. So then, victory comes whenever it comes on accident, or if I get lucky. But but most of the time I just play these tournaments for like fun
Sure,
and all that.
that's always awesome. Um, if anyone has anything in the chat, say definitely leave it down below because I've already seen people tuning in saying, "What is up, Jose?" Because
Hey, Damien.
so we got definitely Damon Cordova in the house. Cannot forget him. So Stephen Lucas is already mentioning, what are we talking about here? I'm just now reading the chat. So I'm just now reading them. So anyways, so you have some experience in fighting games. Wouldn't you say that you're one of the you're one of the best ones out there? Because as far as the organization is concerned, like with Bully Wars, because I think you were in third place for Power Stone. We've got a huge resume with Tekken 3. It was pretty, you had some awesome highlights, man. Which one would you say, out of all the Blade Wars that you've participated in, which one would have been your favorite one?
I think it would have been the Killer Instinct one, and maybe Tekken 3 and WrestleMania.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Killer Instinct, Tekken 3, and WrestleMania. Those were my favorite moments in Bloody War matches.
oh, that's cool. Tekken's a very popular one. I know Norbert can be a handful when it comes to that game, but he's always a handful to deal with. So with that said, Jose, with like I said, the games that you've had. Oh, do you still have the Power Stone from the Power Stone tournament, the red one? Because I know you picked up the red one.
Oh yeah, I still have it.
You do.
As you see right here.
He still got it. That's the diamond, right? This is the Power Stone that he won from the event. Looks cool on you, Jose. Have you used it to beat people up?
No, I just keep it as a decorative item.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah,
So
it just looks cool to me.
So obviously we've got that tournament coming up again, either mid or end of July for Power Stone. If you were to participate in Power Stone, how confident would you be in that tournament this time compared to the last one?
It would be the same. I wouldn't expect much. But definitely when I was getting world records, I was very confident. But I just started to tone it down a bit because work is more, because I'm becoming more busy with being more concerned of what I spend and whatever I show I go out or not. But my expectations of going into this tournament would have been the same. I would have been laid back. I would have been laid back and would have been cool about it. But hey, Power Stone's up again. Is cool. But that all depends of my if I take a day off or not, because my concern is that if I put too many day offs on a single year, my manager will caught up with me and decides to tell him, hey, cut down on the days off. We don't want you we want you to come to work more often, especially you don't have any pay time offs anymore.
Oh, that's weird. Not even if you like put in like at least a month in notice, because that's why that's why we've been doing these tournaments, because I think 2 months. That's like way more. If you're giving someone like if you're giving a job a notice, I mean, 2 month notice in advance, that's like more than enough. I guess
Yeah,
jobs are different. I guess.
yeah, it all yeah, and I work for a grocery store, which is Myers,
Oh, that's cool.
so so it all depends on my where my manager's mood swings went. You know, if she's down with it or not.
Well, that sounds like a nice way to rely on someone. So did what was I gonna say? So what store do you work at? Do you work at Myers? Because I think do you work at Walmart? Because I thought I saw a post on Facebook that you did.
Well, I used to work for Walmart, but that but that's closed down just last year when they went for bankruptcy. At least in my area in Plainfield, I recently moved to Myers and I started working there. But the pay is very different from Myers. The good news is that I get paid weekly. The bad news is I get paid very lowly. You know, I, I started working full time hours now, but that's still not enough. So
Sorry to hear that.
basically, I've been very careful for so I had to be very careful for what I spend on my spending habits. So I had to pull back a bit. But I'll still, but I'll try to still make amends for like the tournaments, the conventions like C2E2 and recently with Anime Central. I could still make enough to go to those conventions here and there, and still probably make time for the anniversary coming up, and maybe T20. So I could still try to make those tournaments if I
Yeah,
can.
for sure. And those, the gaming and the conventions, those are your happy places, right? So as long as you find like a happy spot, for you, because everyone needs that now these days. That's why I'm here. That's why GGA is here. The convention is there. We all need that source of comfort. So it's
Yeah,
good.
as well as the malls, as well as the city of Chicago itself, as well as the city of Romeoville. Those were, to those places where I could walk around and and be comforted by. So whenever I start relaxing, especially especially for next week, which is my birthday, coming up on Tuesday.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank
What are
you.
you going to be doing on that day? Are you planning on like a big festival or something? Are we going to see Jose going to the Cheesecake Factory? Or are we going to see Jose? Well, what are we seeing Jose doing on Tuesday?
I have no idea. I'm just probably gonna hang out in Chicago like always, or probably go to the mall like always, or fine, or maybe hit up a friend or cousin to celebrate my birthday with, because I am. To me, I'll just celebrate my day like any other, like like I do my weekends, like go to Chicago and probably have fun.
If you're going to be in Chicago on Tuesday, if I have the flexibility or the time for it, uh, sign me up. I'll be there. I'll be there to support you.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do. But but next week is kind of exciting because me and Norbert are going to go to SmackDown on
Oh
Friday.
yeah, I remember. So about that, what kind of seats did you guys get? Did you guys get closer seats? What's that looking like?
I have no idea what seats. I don't know what seats have Norbert has chose, but he definitely picked those seats. And Originally, his wife was gonna go, but I think his wife has other plans for herself, so probably going somewhere else. So Norbert asked me, so I asked Norbert if I want to, could I come to him on SmackDown? But he said he had an extra seat because that was for his wife, but she couldn't come. So I decided to join him. All I need to do is give him all. All I need to do is to do favors here and there, and we'll go from there on Friday.
That's cool. That sounds like you're gonna have an awesome time. We'll probably, if Norbert's in the waiting room, he'll probably confirm to us what kind of seats did he get. But no, I remember the last time I went to a WWE event. That was like what? March? Was it March? Oh, I think it was no, it was after. Yeah, it was March. It was after the MK1 tournament. It was WWE Monday Night Raw, and I went with Victoria, my little brother, and also the reigning undisputed Bloody Wars champion GGA Shady was there as well. We had a fabulous time. We showed the belt off as well. So no, that's gonna be an awesome time. I hope you guys have fun with that.
Yep.
For sure. Damien already wishing you a happy early birthday, Jose.
Oh, thanks, Damien.
Yeah. So I mean, I hope there's still more to come, more birthday wishes. There probably will be on Monday. Are you gonna be there? Are you gonna be here Monday?
Yeah, definitely, like always.
Nice. Cool. So going with Bloody Wars. So for Super Dragon Ball Z, that's coming up 10 more days, Jose. 10 more days. How do you feel about that?
If I have the time, I would definitely think about it. But like I said, I'll be kind of neutral about it, and I would have fun with it just like any other tournament. Although I haven't watched the show, but I would just go in like any other tournament, just like with Tekken 3 and maybe Tattoo Center. Whatever fighting game you guys have in store, I'll be down for it.
Well, that sounds nice. So see, well, if you can't if you have access to the game, I don't know if you are in your household. I think Steven Lucas might need help with the emulator because I think he's taking Damien's advice, but I guess right now, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. I hope you're doing all right.
Well, I think Steven might have to find somewhere else for help because unfortunately, I don't have a computer. I don't have a PC. I have an Xbox, but I suck at setting up emulators. So, yeah, sorry, Steven. I can't help. I'm sorry.
No, what's up?
Although I can help offer him to buy Tetris.
Speaking of that game, you little rascal. Why? Why, Jose? Just why? After all these years, man. For the first on my birthday, and then and now you're gonna bring another one to WrestleMania? What gives?
What that Tetris joke wasn't aimed at you. Obviously, that was aimed at Steven. I can't help setting up an emulator. Steven, I can't help him try to set up an emulator, but I can help him lend a copy of Tetris on PS4.
I'm pretty sure you can, Steven. Or Jose, I know you can. Trust me. You've pulled this off. I know you have. You're probably thinking about what to do next with Tetris. Next thing we know, you're probably gonna create a Tetris shirt with my face on it. I think that's what's gonna happen next. I'm already getting the ideas at this point. What the hell?
That would be great if I know how to make a T-shirt. I would have to go someone to I would have to go someone who is a professional T-shirt maker.
Just go to Galloping Ghost Reproductions. Why did I say that? Jesus, now you're gonna do it anyways. Jesus Christ, now you're just gonna do it. Why did I even say that?
Well, then again, it's just a joke. So
I'm pretty sure you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. Hold on. Let's see that moment. Actually, I want to see that moment.
what?
That.
Oh yeah, this moment. Oh yeah, this moment. I think you have the audio muted on that, but hey, it's okay. Well, yeah, I actually convinced the people at Myers to try to make a Tetris cake.
It's another Tetris cake. It's another Tetris cake.
There it is.
Yeah, this wasn't my first time.
Yes. Jim and Damien stepping up.
What I was not impressed. Well, I didn't like the design. But it was a good cake. You did put in some effort. I will give you that. I love the effort.
Yeah, yeah. I give credit to the people over at Myers. They're pretty good bakers. I'm pretty sure. I'm definitely sure they're. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're pretty good bakers as well. So yeah, shout outs to those bakers over at Myers.
Well, we just like the fact that we've got a good t-shirt designer as well. So just noting that out right there. So after that painful topic that we just went through, I think that it's best if we talk about the future with you and some gaming. So, because I know that you've been coming here for a while, and you probably are you a member? Do you have a membership with us?
No, I don't. I just paid regularly, like 25 or 30 for both pinball and arcade. But mostly I've just been paying 25 for the arcade only. Since I'm budgeting.
Yeah, well, just to know everybody out there, it's getting a membership. It's like it really helps. It's like a one down payment for a year. If you get a membership with us for a whole year, that's like what you only have to come in 20 times just to pay it off. And I know you, Jose, you've been coming in here for a long time, so I think it suits you. But I get it, finances, I get it. But where I was going was, because games keep coming in, and there's more games coming in, and there's always something up someone's alley when it comes to these games. What's your next goal when it comes to the games, or world records, I should say, or scores?
I don't think I'm not really sure because mostly I just go to Galloping Ghost for the fun of it. So I don't think I have anything planned for a world record or anything. That would take time for me to spend hours at an arcade cabinet and put how God knows how many hours onto it as much as I can, without having to need to be hungry or go to the bathroom. It all depends on what game I'm good at. So that all depends. And I'm not really sure. But you never know. You never know what would happen.
So, what do you think might happen when you? Well, let me just ask. Which game are you thinking about taking back for scores? Because I know you're gonna be, you're eyeballing on something. If you're eyeballing on either going back to Ghost Squad or maybe Ray Crisis. I don't know how you're doing in Ray Crisis, but I know you had some type of score for Ray Crisis, right?
Yeah, it was like 3 million, but then another, but I no longer had the world record anymore. Basically, Eric Pearl had like a much higher score than me, but there was a problem with the camera that he forgot to record or didn't record properly, and the DGA unfortunately this disqualified his score, and that leaves me, and that would still let me to have the world record. But Eric is a much better player than me on Ray Crisis, uh, but there was another person who did took that world record, who scored like 5 million, took the world record from me. You know, it was a good run, but maybe I could score a little bit higher, but it all depends how I'm good at it. If I really have the effort, because and it all depends on if I'm in the mood for taking it back. Because right now I'm focusing on Explosive Breaker, which is I got second place on. That's where I'm currently at. So after I'm done with Explosive Breaker on that, maybe I could. Then I would probably go back on Ghost Squad to try to get the world record again. But then again, that all depends. Or maybe try to find another game that I'm very good at. I can easily try to get a score on either third or second place. Because there's nothing wrong with scoring, third and second place, or even getting a house record.
No, there's not. So, just to answer Steven's stupid little comment that I just saw. Steven, I hope you buy that and then you give it to me so that I can burn it.
Hobby Lobby has a new Tetris plaque.
Burn the hell out of that thing. Just saying. So, yeah, I don't know who the hell is. Do you know who Thor Akerlert is or whoever? I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't. Unfortunately,
Because for some reason Steven said
Wait.
that. What's up?
If I saw another comment popped up.
All right, go ahead. It just said the comments, Stephen Lucas giving us a bio of everything that we need to know.
Score using these above say. I don't know what game is that,
Oh,
but he's posting.
Steven's asking. You don't know? No, Steven. We don't know where you're talking about. But anyways, I mean, it'll probably pop up. I'm actually.
I could be. The comments the comment that popped up looked kind of scrambled, so I wouldn't tell what kind of game that is. So, unfortunately, Stephen, I don't know what game you're talking about. If it's but try to type it in again, and eventually, I'll get it.
Thor Akerlund is an American competitive gamer considered one of the first to go professional. Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that, Steven, at all.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to bring up the kid who beat a. I'm guessing he was trying to bring up the kid who beat Tetris, who completed Tetris on the NES and completed the whole way through. I believe, I could be mistaken.
Do what? Do what, Steven? I'm trying to understand you. Are you asking me to do something or to do a Tetris score so you can just rub it in on me? Is that what you're trying to do? Because that's what I'm getting. That's exactly what I'm getting. Let's see.
Oh God, what have I done?
No, you didn't do
Oh
anything.
God.
You didn't do anything. So, real quick. So for it's one of the good points that I want to bring up. Thank you, Steven, for even telling me that. Arcade Wars has commenced for June, and the game for that is 1943. Being
Oh yeah.
being one of the best shmups players that you are, what are your thoughts on that game, and how familiar are you with that game?
Best shmup players is a far stretch, but I'm a decent shmup player. But as far as I'm concerned with 1943, I play 1944 the Loop Master, and I got a third place on that. But as far as the older 1944, 19XX games are concerned, the Battle for Midway, it's a little bit hard, but I guess it requires multiple plays, so to learn all the patterns and everything, especially where the power ups are. It all depends on versatility and quick maneuvers and how and quick maneuvers and what if you're really good at the game. That's all I can say.
Because
It's all about versatility and hand movement. Hand depends how you move the joystick and try to dodge enemy ships. Is all I can say.
sure.
Is what I'm trying to say.
No, that's cool. So, like I said, Arcade Wars came in. I think you're our first. Yeah, I think you're our first our first person in GGA to get a score off of that for Arcade Wars. So,
Yep. Brandon said he'll be back on Monday to put a score in. So, but we definitely would need a third person to place that, to qualify the score. And
we're not even close. We're not even qualified. What the hell?
We need after Brandon, we need a third person.
I wonder who that third person is going to be. We should probably call Pearl to do the job for us. Pearl could definitely.
He's not, but then again, he's not coming until August. So by the time he comes in August, the battle for the 1943 Arcade Wars will be over by then. So
I'll pay for
actually.
Go ahead.
So basically, my challenge is that I want you to play 1943 to be the third person.
Funny, Jose. You're very hilarious. I will put in some thought into it, but I think Eric is our best choice. I'll even buy his airplane ticket to come here just for him to do it. I'm not kidding. I'll actually do
it. Well, good luck with that, but hey, who's stopping you?
Who is stopping you, right? Exactly. Who is stopping you for succeeding with all these scores, my friend? That's what I want to know. So, like I said, you're a huge gamer and you've been playing for a while. It was a great time when we saw you. I think, you were part of WTTW Chicago Tonight, and during that time, you held the world record for Ghost Squad. You were known for the world record holder for Ghost Squad.
Definitely. when I took back the world record of Ghost Car from John, I mean, it did felt great and that kind of itched me and wanted to achieve more. But like I said, I kind of dialed back on the self confidence and self egoism because sometimes it gets very rough when certain hardcore gamers expected you at that level of competence, that expectations, whenever you get like 3 or 4 world records, you know I believe there's hardcore gamers have some sort of expectations from you, and that could kind of get a bit challenging and rough on you because when you're trying to live up to an image that you definitely far exceed than your expectations.
Sure. Oh shit. I'm already seeing Steven Lucas typing in saying, when he gets up there, he'll put in a 1943 score. Hopefully, Steven, you'll be up there when Bloody Wars tournament Super Dragon Ball Z is going to be happening, right? You're going to join the tournament, right? I hope so. But anyways, where I was going from this is your character, because you're coming in here with so much, with so much personality. It's like literally awesome. One of those personalities is another gamer, I should say, that's been, if you can't make it, someone else will for you. And that man's name is Nacho Libre. So,
Yes.
what's up with the mask? What's the inspiration behind the Nacho Libre mask?
Well, I decided to just make a persona because I was inspired by my friend Brandon when he, with the silver hat and the silver coat. I decided to be inspired by him in some way with the persona, so I came up with the Nacho Libre mask from the movie Nacho Libre. When I watched as a kid, at first I introduced the persona when I came back after I came back from a brief hiatus. You know, some people know me behind the mask. Some people know me behind the mask but whenever Doc came in the early afternoon, I kind of hide my face to kind of surprise him. Surprisingly, he didn't know the red shirt that I was wearing. It would have been obvious, but he kind of assumed that it was a different person under the mask. Not until when Wild Western, when he revealed the Money Mystery game for Wild Western, I basically pulled down the mask and I revealed him that it was actually me. And I have returned Jose, that is.
Oh, that's awesome, Jose. Yeah, you got a huge person. We've already got the mask right there, looking sharp, better than ever. When is Nacho Libre going to return?
I don't know. He could probably return for Bloody Wars, for this year's Bloody Wars, I think.
Ooh, we're going to see Nacho in Bloody Wars doing some dirty work. Because he's been helping you out with all these tournaments, man.
Mm-hmm. I was inspired by the movie in some way, where no matter how many times you lose, you can always come back for more and try better.
That's good to hear, Jose. I'm really proud of you for sticking up for yourself and through all these times, whatever you're going through. It's really awesome that you still, whatever you're going through, you're still here and you still kick ass at whatever game you're doing. It's awesome to see that. Obviously, you're part of the community as well. It really goes a long way. So, so what do you think? Because I know, you were here Monday. let's mention real quick. Let's mention Bulldog. Bulldog made his return on Monday after his battle with whatever he's going through. I'm not going to mention.
ALS.
Okay.
He's been diagnosed with ALS.
So after he's been going through that, what was it like seeing him for the first time in years?
It was just heartwarming to see because it's been a while since I ever saw him. Honestly, I first saw him. Last Monday when I first saw him, he was he was right next to the Dunkin' Donuts about to get something before he came to the Ghost. I just thought, when the first time I saw him back for the first time in months, I thought he was just walking by to Dunkin' and realizing he not realizing that he was going to stop by the Ghost, and I was happy and glad to see him.
Yeah, I think all of us.
Yeah, but once after I discovered Jimbo, so after Jimbo said that he was diagnosed with ALS, my heart kind of sank right there, because as far as I know, there is no treatment for ALS. So, I best describe him as like, ALS. Despite the ALS bucket challenge, they didn't have found the cure for ALS. So all I could say to the Bulldog is, live the life the best that you can, and try to make most of it. And I feel sorry for him. We already, it will be kind of heartbreaking too if we lose a Bulldog one day. We already lost Worminator a couple of days from unexpectedly, so it will be a very sucky situation if Bulldog decides to go out one day. You'll never know.
I know, but he's trying so hard to make sure that he's got his spirits in the right place, and that's really good for him. Because honestly,
because all I can say is like I wish the best of luck for him.
Well, we all do. We all do for sure. Then who else went recently? Johnny Jones. It was damn. I really liked him in the stream. It was stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens, man. But we move forward and we make it positive. And him coming into the Ghost, very positive for sure. But yeah, it was awesome seeing him again. I hope he comes in next week, or maybe whenever he decides to come in. He can come in whenever, every now and then. So, that's a good question. So, I know GGA is the main arcade that you go to, but there was another one that you usually go to as well. That's Prince Arcade in Bolingbrook. So, is that the first arcade that you've ever go through, or was it GGA, or what was that? What was that experience like over there?
Prince Arcade was my first. Prince Arcade was my first arcade I went through to begin my arcade hobby back in 2021, I believe. Yes, 2021, in the beginning of late January, early February, I went to the Prince Arcades.
Well, that was fresh.
It's a very good place. They have a handful of games here and there, but whatever games they have in there, they're a pretty good selection. As far as I see, they got Killer Instinct, they got Pac-Man, they got Sinistar. A very good handful amount, I must say. And the place is very cool there. They got a mini soda bar, they got Zoltar, the talking statue from Big. and they have a party room in the back. So you could basically have like a party in there. Uh, yeah, yeah, you can have like a party in there, and recently they have announced that basically they have expanded the arcade from an abandoned apartment just recently, and they fast tracked the funds here and there. So the expansion for that should be open up at the end of June to make the place better. Although, yes, they are opening up in the end of June.
Yeah,
The new expansion
I've
for
heard
Prince
about that.
Arcades.
Are you going to be there for that? I've heard about that.
Most definitely, not sure on opening day, but I'll be there definitely to see the new place. Although there's more, although there's something Prince have that GGA doesn't, and I'm not sure if Doc would ever get to it. But they have something called the Landing Gear series from Taito, which is like the precursor to which is like the arcade version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. They basically got two of those games, uh, Landing High Gear and Landing Air Gear, I believe. But yeah, they have like two flight games that are not available at GGA.
I think those games are like, I think they're the only games that they have ever, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I do remember what you're talking about because I remember going to Prince Arcade myself. It was a fun experience. I know me and Victoria should go because, believe it or not, she loves the malls. And Prince Arcades is they're part of the mall, so she'll definitely be excited and looking forward to that. Plus, is in Bolingbrook, so that's not even that far. So we're definitely going.
Yep.
Are you noting that down? Are you noting it? I see your foot. Are you noting it? Okay, I think that's yeah. But anyways, yeah. So whenever the expansion date or the expansion grand opening will be for that for Prince Arcade, definitely make sure to go out for that. And they even not only do they have an arcade over there, they also got their own. I believe they got their own wood shop over there, so you can get your own custom cabinet done over there from Prince.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. I don't need one myself because I don't because I've already got one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they also have a garden center called Prince Patios, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely Prince Patios.
hold on.
So
Go ahead. I'll let you finish the thought.
but yeah, that's all I have to say. Prince Patios.
Okay. So we're not going to pull this off from last week. We're going to briefly do this, but to confirm what this person said in the chat, we're going to bring in. We're going to bring out this man. This is going to be. We're not going to do the whole thing from last week. We're just going to bring him up for a quick second, but he's got something to say. Let's bring out Mr. Steven Lucas.
You're way late.
How am I late? You're late.
Hey, Steven.
So what? So to catch up, and Thor Ackerlund is the 1990 Nintendo World Champion. He preceded me. So he's the more famous Nintendo champion. Probably the most well-known of all of them. I'm lesser known because I came the year after and it's only for the colleges. And I have been wanting to meet Thor Ackerlund. I actually went down to Texas to go meet him. I'll get into this tomorrow with my guest, Christian Tony Dithering, because the meetup was supposed to happen at one of his conventions down in Texas. Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
I can't.
Oh, that's what you're trying to tell me. That the Nintendo Champion Guide for. Yeah, I'm sorry, Steven. I was confused on what you said there.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of surprised JP didn't know.
Oh,
It was before.
Why would I look up stuff with Tetris? Why would I even have the time for that? I actually have a question for you, Steve. Tomorrow, this special guest of yours, who is he and what can we expect?
He's from the state of Texas, and he puts on he has been to the Galloping Ghost. He currently holds the record for Super Dodgeball at the arcade, or at least he did. I'd have to confirm that. I'll confirm this real quick. But yes, on the recommendation of Fat Chris, I'm going to interview him for my podcast.
So who would be next after this man?
Who's coming after him?
Yeah.
I'll let you know tomorrow. But I do have somebody lined up. I'm not going to tell you who the guest will be during the week on June the 20th, but he has booked. And I think you'll be surprised because the only other person who knows asked me, how the heck do you get all these guests? How the heck are you getting this person and that person? So I just message them and ask. That's all. It's not really that difficult.
Sure. Okay. I hear you, Steven.
I mean, Christian's been around here multiple times up in Illinois, and has been he was actually at last year's video game summit.
Sure.
So
well, I do have some news after Jose's interviews. I think you would want to tune into this for sure. So as of right now, I'm gonna get back to Jose. I just want to get you out here to confirm what you mean in the chat, so that way everyone knows what the hell you're talking about. It's just for us to get educated. Obviously, you've done that, so thank you for that. Steven,
anyway, I just looked it up. Christian does not have the score on Super Dodgeball. That was the second.
I see.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but like I said, I have some additional news after Jose's interview. So I will see you back in the stream chat and enjoy the rest of the show, Steven.
All right. See ya.
See ya. That was Steven Lucas, ladies and gentlemen. Your former Galloping Ghost Gamer of the Year. So Jose, Super Dragon Ball Z will happen. Like I said, 10 days away. It's really fun. Yeah, it's going to be a huge tournament. So, will we see a Tetris cake from it?
Who knows? Who knows?
I see. So, I guess one of my last few questions that I have for the podcast is so obviously after all these events, Galloping Ghosts will be hosting their 14th year anniversary. And during that time, they will be revealing their 1000th Monday Mystery Game. That's going to be really awesome to see. What are your thoughts? What's your 1000th game prediction?
That's easy. Tetris big joystick. Actually, No, okay, I'm just kidding. I don't think that's the actual reveal. So don't worry. Um, Honestly, I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea. It could, if it's an arcade game that I really like, or it's an arcade game that's really rare, I have no idea what that is. But I haven't. But in my opinion, I think it would be the Wild Gunman FMV arcade game from Nintendo back in the '70s. You know, back then before those like the American laser games. Where they had like full motion videos, old light gun games. I haven't. Maybe they'll show something like the Wild Gunman arcade game from like the '70s from Nintendo, where it was a full motion video, you know, draw shoot 'em up game before the NES version.
Sure.
That's my guess.
That's your guess. That's a rare guess. I haven't heard that one yet. That's a really good guess. But if there was a game that you would want on the floor, I guess whenever you become Gamer of the Year, what would that be?
Definitely would be on. Honestly, I have no idea because like I said, I wasn't born in the '80s or '90s of arcade era games, so I wouldn't know.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, but I would be open to any new rare arcade games that you guys find in the vault. Even if I did win Game of the Year, I wouldn't know. But then again, that Game of the Year title is a huge far stretch. So who
Sure.
knows? Who knows? Like Doc said, but I'll be open to any rare arcade games that they present.
Yeah, that would be awesome to see. So, Jose, to close things off, because I know things are, we're going to be heading our way towards the future, and that future is the Bloody Wars tournament for Super Dragon Ball Z, and then Friday Night SmackDown will happen. So, to close things off, is there anything you want to say to the podcast, or is there anything you want to say to the Bloody Wars contenders, or to the Bloody Wars roster, or anyone that's watching this right now?
All I could say is that I'll be glad to challenge you guys, and I'll challenge you no matter what your player level skills are. I'll have fun regardless. So, I wish myself the best of luck. That's all I could say. It all depends how good I am. So, I'll challenge you no matter what your skill levels are.
Ooh, okay. I'm already hearing challenges from Jose. I should call him Jose the Challenger Velazques. That'd be nice. Norbert Vale out of nowhere tuned in. He was saying, I think you misspelled everyone wrong.
What up, everyone?
That's not how you spell it.
Hi, Norbert.
Well, anyways, Jose, thank you for stopping by here. Thank you for agreeing to do this podcast. It was lovely having you on. And I'll see you next time, probably around Monday. He'll be here on Monday for sure.
Yep. All I can say is I can't wait for Norbert to take me to SmackDown next Friday. That to me will be a very great birthday gift for me, honestly. And maybe on Monday, we'll do a best of 7 challenge for fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's cool.
So yeah, and like I said, thank you for everybody who has been nice to me. I'm very humble, and I'll keep doing whatever keeps me comfort and saying most out through all of it.
That's cool, Jose. I'm glad you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so
You know,
much.
I love you all, guys. I really do.
We all love you, Jose. Thank you so much for being here, man. We will see you later on.
Although maybe Tuesday, although maybe Monday I'll bring in something of a cake.
Oh, God.
No.
Another Tetris cake. Swear to God, Jose, I will make sure that I'll pie someone with it. Just for fun.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's all. Take care, guys.
All right. See you, Jose. Good seeing you, my friend. That was Jose Velazques, ladies and gentlemen. That was a nice interview. We were talking about what he's doing in the arcade, what he's going through right now, and it's all for the fun, right? So, as you guys know, the big show for Bloody Wars is only 10 days away. Next week, on Wednesday, will be the last Bloody Wars Bloodcast before the huge event. So, to celebrate this, I am putting out an invitation for this podcast, folks. Next week, on Wednesday, I am doing a roundtable special. So anybody that wants to tune into the podcast and jump in like we did with episode number 7, now is your opportunity to put in that mark. It is going to be a roundtable special, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone will have an opportunity to be in the podcast before the big event. And to answer one of Steven's question, yes, Steven, a free flow. And to answer Steven's question, one of his questions that he asked for the podcast, what I meant by that was me and Damien are hunting for some scores. I'm not going to disclose what me and Damien are hunting for. But us as a Bloody Wars nation, we get to work. I'm already informing Damien what he has to do in order for him to get the world record. I think his first world record in GGA. He is coming for blood, just like I am coming for blood for 5 whole years. I have been on this journey for a long, long time. And I want to make this known to the man that had that score or allegedly had this score on the game that I'm looking for 5 years. Massive congratulations to you. I'm really happy that you got the score, but enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. Because this particular game that I've been hunting for years, I'm coming back for it. It's one of the games that I've been favoritizing for years. I love the hell out of that game. And I'm not going to let anybody, I don't care if it's Placky, I don't care if it's any lead goats of gaming, whether if it's Steven, if it's Israel, anybody. If there's a game that I'm interested in, I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I come up on top. For Bloody Wars, of course. Damien Cordova as well. I wish him nothing but the best. I know he's definitely looking for a fight. Me and Damian are on the same page. And that goes for every Bloody Wars guys out there. DSP, Israel, Matthew, Norbert, Aiden, all the Bloody Wars roster guys out there. We're here for one thing and for one thing only. We're here to dominate and take over. Take over whatever we can. Because that's what we do. That's what we do best. We are family here. And us family, we support each other. And we get to the top together as a team. And as the captain of the team, I demand that you guys go full force on the game that you're looking to accomplish. Because it is very important that you do. Because that'll build a huge resume towards your name and towards the whole team. We're in this together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this podcast. Like I said, tune into next week, and I will be sending the StreamYard link through Facebook, through Discord, all of it. It will be a free-for-all for the last Bloodcast episode before the big event of Super Dragon Ball Z. Until next time, folks, this is JP Pitts, your host of the Bloody Wars Tournament. For more information on how you can sign up today, just visit www.bloody-wars-tournament.com. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this stream, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.